Earlier today, we had another classic. My computer started like... Which normally that's like a good thing, right? But it was not a good thing in this case because my CPU's been overheating. And so if it needs to do that, then it's probably pretty hot in there. Have you not streamed in a while, or do I just miss it? I was gone for like an entire month, which is why I'm not really back in the groove yet. First week back, basically. Was it at this time? No. I'm like 4 hours later than I should have been. Actually made a cycle. That's fantastic. That's bad. I'll figure it out, don't worry about it. And then check this out. This is gonna be the coolest thing you've seen all week. Moves. I think I did 2 slides and then wing cap, which is kind of bad routing, but we'll get there. Made a drawing in class. My friend reached over and smudged it into oblivion, so before thinking, I kind of socked him in the face. Good, man. Asshole. I remember one time I spent like probably a good 4 days on this like giant sketch drawing, and it was this Monster Hunter Try like scenery, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna put the monster in the picture. And one of my friends was watching me do it, and in real time saw my disappointment as I had completely ruined the sketch by drawing the worst monster I possibly could have over like something that I was actually proud of. It was a sad day. I mean, I punched him too hard, but to be fair, I like the drawing. He sat there for a second after I punched him and then got up angrily before just leaving in the middle of class. I mean, like, should have smudged the drawing. I'm an asshole. I'm surprised you didn't get in trouble for punching his ass. You know, an old ass sub and she didn't know what was going on. Makes sense. One time, because of the same reasons, we had a substitute teacher when we were watching Romeo and Juliet. There was a scene where she like rolls over and she's not wearing any clothes, right? And the teacher was asleep and had no idea what had happened. So everyone's like, holy shit, whoa. And then the teacher wakes up and he looks at the screen and it's like the scene was over, so he didn't see what had happened. I'll never forget it. That guy fell asleep in every class. Leonardo DiCaprio version? No, it's like the really, really old one. It's like in color, so it's not that old, but it's old. We later figured out that he was supposed to skip the scene because that was the only note that was written on the like card by our teacher. Was don't let them see this portion. But his ass was out cold. He didn't care. Part of me wonders if he showed the other classes too, or if we were the only ones. But then we were immature, so she didn't show the other classes. I mean, if you're gonna show a naked lady to a bunch of young boys, you gotta expect that. They literally are immature physically. So like, that's kind of a loss on her part. A lapse of judgment, if you will. She also said she wanted to see young Leonardo DiCaprio's ass, which is a little strange. You see, our teacher had a similar comment, but it was about us. So she was like, we were watching like the beginning of the movie before the substitute came in to like show it, right? And so we get the first few scenes in, and then we stop watching, and like one of the groups of dudes are talking about how they think that Juliet is pretty. And then our teacher is like, John is just impressed by like how large her boobs are for her age. That came out of the teacher's mouth. It's like, what are you talking about? Which at the time I was just like, I ignored it probably because I was half asleep. But that's a really weird thing to say. Especially considering that her husband was kicked out of being the art teacher and put in prison for like doing things with some of the class like girls. Especially weird if you consider that. I school had a bunch of weird shit though. Like that teacher's best friend, I had my weekend alarm go off in class one time because like I was waking up at like 11 o'clock, you know, on the weekends. And so my alarm went off in class because I forgot to turn it off on the Monday. And then the teacher just took my phone straight up and started going through it. Just going through the phone in the middle of class in front of everybody, and then making fun of me for like going to bed so late. It's fucked up. What? Yeah, my school was nuts. It's kind of insane. Now, the insane part, I was nervous to say, but I had One of the tabs I had open at the time of this happening was like, I had a crush on this singer lady and I had her Instagram pulled up like at that time. So the teacher saw that tab, said nothing, and then gave me my phone back. But she went through all the other tabs, so I know she saw it. Why you got this app? Why you have this open? Why you have this open? And just pause. Was her Insta crude or anything? No, it was just a selfie. But oh my god. But she was making fun of me for everything else, so I was surprised that that wasn't one of the targets. I'm gonna need that, like, Nintendo alarm clock that came out. Today I was supposed to wake up at 11 o'clock and I got out of bed at 2. Just need a spare, like, $400 or whatever. Isn't it, like, really overpriced? Literally just sold my Switch, like, a week ago. And then they announced the playtest stuff. What did they announce? Other than the alarm clock. The Switch 2 is supposed to get an announcement before the next, like, fiscal year. At least that's what the president said. Biden said that. Yes, the president of the United States. That's what I meant. Check this out. Am I still here? I did this thing where OBS squished me to be 4x3, but that's fine. Thought it was me? Nah, this is a regular thing. Imagine I don't have 32 stars. Just ignore that. You gotta be kidding, dude. It's to the point where I've thought about just doing practice of throws. Which I guess I probably should already be doing that. I used to, but I don't anymore. There we go. God damn. There we go. I like this staircase better. Because I get to just go forever. Woo. I'm gonna go for left side. This is probably a dumb move, having not practiced it at all. But it pays off. That's pretty nice. That's probably the best Dark World I've had in like an entire year. That's not even what this is called. This is in the sky. Classic. There we go. That would have been so nice. Okay. I did not think it was hidden. That's good, that's good. That's not bad. That's a decent time on the board. I do have an extra star, but that's fine. I'm so glad I figured out how to fix the, like, OBS problem that was happening. I was having an OBS problem with, I briefly mentioned it. It's like, my computer will freeze for like 10 seconds, and then I get, like, moved to be half the size in the playback window. And so if I try to change anything, I just can't, because it's like some Harry Potter shit where it's like not actually where it looks like it should be. And it's it's just so annoying, but I figured out how to fix it last stream, so that's cool. Oh, that's content. Oh yeah. And now my controller doesn't work. Hang on. What have you done to the controller? It's not what it looks like. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you take that how you will.